In the UK, this spring, on the 4 highest mountains, bagpipes will play, marking 75 years since V-Day, victory in Europe, marking the 75th anniversary of victory in Europe, victory over tyranny, victory over hatred, oppression, over evil, over anti-Semitism. But Rahman al-Islam, there are also other sounds that are echoing in the UK. There are other sounds that are echoing in Europe and America and throughout the world. And maybe, perhaps, there's a simon. Klal Yisrael, B'li Ayin Hara, the most wonderful schusim. Whoever saw such schusim in Klal Yisrael? Whoever saw such kavod HaTorah that Klal Yisrael is experiencing in this kufa right now, throughout the world? Unprecedented. Unprecedented throughout the world, the kavod HaTorah, the hizuk HaTorah, mishtatfim, in limud HaTorah. Ayin lo yira'asa. Whoever saw, whoever dreamt, 75 years ago, did anybody ever dream of such a minded here, there, and everywhere throughout the world? Nobody dreamt of something like that. But it's 75 years, and the Gula still hasn't come. And there are echoes throughout Europe and the world. So maybe that's a sin. That it's not only the learning that we have to do now. It's not only starting another machzer of Shas, but it's being so attached to the limud HaTorah and the avodas Hashem that there's no opening, there's no crack, there's no crevice for any of the hashpahs around us, the outsiding influences to get in. It's filling every moment of the day with learning and chazering and being so connected to the Torah, to the limud HaTorah. It's not only learning, but it's being totally immersed in the mikveh Torah, the mikveh Torah of limud HaTorah, and to be matayr, the Yiddish neshama, so that we are truly the mamlechas, kahanim, the goy kodesh, and that we're roy for the geula. Last week, we had the Tanas, Surah B'Tevis. We all said, Avinu Malkeinu, Aseh Laman Harugim Al Shem Kodshecha. For those Kedeshim that gave their lives al Kiddush Hashem. They gave their lives for Neshama Tahira, the Yiddish Neshama, the Emesa Yiddish Neshama, the Kedusha of Klal Yisrael, the Kedusha of Neshama. That's what they died for. And it's what we have to live and strive for. Strive for the Kedusha Tahara, to become the Mamlachas Kahanim, the Goy Kodesh, to become that Ummah that Rabbi Shalom wants to bring and bring back to be Goyalas. That's the musag of what we're gathered here for, of a Dirshu Yid. And that's what it means. Not only to start the machzer of the Daf Yomi, not to only start the cycle again or to start it the first time, but to be totally immersed in that mikveh Tahara, to be totally immersed in it, that the Rabbi Shalom will look down from the Kisei HaKavod and look at all of this beautiful Klal Yisrael, his children throughout the world who are Mechabed HaTorah, Mechabed Rabbi Shalom, and be goylos, and reach out and say, this is a Mamlachas Kahanim, and this is a Goy Kodesh. That the Chavrei Dirshu, they don't really do the daf. They don't really even learn the daf. The Chavrei Dirshu, they live the daf. The Chavrei Dirshu live the daf. It's their life. It's what they live for. The Chavrei Dirshu don't learn the daf. They live the daf. It's their metzius. It's the air they breathe. It's what they wake up in the morning thinking about. It's what they go to sleep thinking about. It occupies every spare moment of the day, and that's a Dirshu Yid. A Dirshu Yid allows no opening, no crack, no crevice for the Yetzer Hara, for the Tumah to enter. It takes advantage of every opportunity, learning and chazering, and going deeper. Because they're not satisfied to learn superficially. They're not satisfied just to have a small chelik. They want a kinyan. They want it to be part of their lives. They want to have an enduring kinyan in Torah that comes with the total dedication, devotion, and commitment to learning Torah. Let us go from this Siyum, from this grand Siyum in Manchester, where this wonderful community comes together, ba'achdus, demonstrating true kavod HaTorah, with a true rotzon and shukah for Torah. Let's come from this Siyum energized, rejuvenated, with a commitment to go higher and attain a kinyan in Torah. Klal Yisrael has a koyach hischadshus. The gewaltige koyach of Klal Yisrael of hischadshus. When it appears that there's no hope, when it appears that everything is lost, and we will no longer chas v'sholom flourish again suddenly, unexpectedly, from the depth, the darkness, the destruction and despair of the Holocaust, in the blink of the eye of history, the dream, the malchus, the majesty, the dream of the Dirshu world Siyum. Klal Yisrael has the koyach hischadshus, and every Yid has a koyach hischadshus. Do we think we're too old, too tired, too lazy, too busy? Do we think that we don't have the kishron? Do we think we don't have the capabilities? Do we think Yaveh Shamayim, Nixas Hayilan, and we can't bring Bikur, and we can't bear fruit, we can't be Machadish Kedushim? We have the koyach hischadshus. But it comes with a Kabbalah, with a Kabbalah's Ol HaTorah, a Kabbalah of Omal the Yegiyas HaTorah. So on this night of this great Simcha, this gewaldige historical great Simcha, we must ask ourselves some questions, both as Yechidim and as a Tzibur. Because as we heard from the Rebbe Shlita, as we heard from the Rosh Yeshiva Shlita, we are being challenged, both as individuals and as a nation. So we must ask ourselves, are we going to be complacent? Are we going to be complacent and be satisfied with superficial learning, with superficial lives, with bitter waters? Or are we going to strive? Are we going to strive to go into the depths and turn those into sweet waters? Because as we heard from our Gedolim, that we are being attacked, both as individuals here and around the world, and as a nation, the Ma'ases HaTorah in Eretz Yisrael, the yeshivas, the koilulim, the chadorim, liman HaTorah, shmiras HaMitzvahs is under attack. The tznius of the Bas Yisrael, the Torah of the Bas Yisrael. Everything that is good and right and dignified and proper is under attack. Everything that is Kodesh and Torah and Heilig, the very fabric of the Yiddish neshama is under attack. We are under attack. We are at war. There is a war raging all around us. There's a war attacking the Yiddish neshama. But when Klal Yisrael is threatened, when Klal Yisrael is threatened and war and under attack,
They raise the slogan and cry the battle cry. They sound the battle cry of Mila Hashem Elai. They asu I love B'nai Levi. And we fight back. And we all can be B'nai Levi. We have the power to be B'nai Levi with Mesiras Nefesh, with Omal and Yegi and Kabbalah Satire, with the Leiv Sholem, with our whole heart. So tonight, and the night of this great Simcha, we sound the battle cry, we climb the mountain, and we declare, Mi Lashem Elai, Ve'asfu Elav B'nai Dirshu. Dirshu Hashem, Ve'huzai Bakshu Fon of Tomid. That is our battle cry. And let us go with the koyach of this simcha, the koyach of this Kabbalah, and be makabel, take upon ourselves more Torah, more Siyumim, more Chidushim, more kavod Torah, more kavod Shechina, Haramos Keren, Yisrael, Yerosain, Milifnei Avinu Shebeshamayim, als von den größeren Koyach soll nicht bewähren Mishamayim auf uns und auf unsere Mishpocha, öffnen für uns Shari Shamayim, Shari Parnasa für alle, was darfen Parnasa, Shari Refuah Shalema für alle, was darfen Refuah Shalema, Shari Yeshuas v'nechomais for alle was darfen Yeshuas v'nechomas and alle inyonim beruchnis v'gashmias. Avinu shebashamayim, habeit mishamayim urei hashkif mimon kodesh chovorech es amcha Yisrael. Soll alles solche sein mit Kadishim Shamayim, mit der Spur von unser Lernen, mit der Koyach von der Kabbalah Satira, Yiftachu Shari Rachamim, Yizgala Kvoid Malchus Aleinu, Baal Kol Amo Yisrael, Bevias Goyal, Bimhera V'Yameinu, Amen.